5 best cornering tips. First, let we understand what is cornering, the technique of putting pressure on the inside bar, and pulling on the outside one, makes the bike turn into a corner. To steer right, you need to gently push forward on the right handlebar. To steer left, push left. If you still not have subscribed to my channel, subscribe now for more information video about bike. Like, share, subscribe. Now let's get back to it.
Body position. For effective cornering, you should be leant forward slightly with relaxed, bent arms. Elbows should be low, in line with the handlebars if possible. Keep a light grip on the handlebars and don't lean on them to support your weight. You may need to gently grip the tank with your legs. Don't let your vision drop. Instead, tilt your head up and point your chin to the furthest bit of clear road you can see. As long as you keep your chin up, you'll be able to see well ahead. Never look at anything on the outside of the turn, whether it's a tree, an oncoming truck, or even a field full of naked sunbathers, because you go where you look. So, turn that head and keep looking to the bit of road where you want the bike to end up. When you get a clear view all the way through the corner, that's when you turn the bike. That's the point when you transfer pressure from the outside foot peg to the inside one. But there's much more you can do to turn the bike. Dip your inside shoulder into the corner and lean your upper body to that side, into the corner. Find a way to turn the bike that works best for you. It's not about trying to get big lean, just about being confident and happy with turning the bike. But and this is easily the most important thing, don't stop looking where you're going. Keep your chin up, looking down the road, and turn that head.
Counter steering. There's no greater source of biking arguments than what's variously called counter steering, positive steering, or active steering. The simple fact is that whatever instructors call it, the technique of putting pressure on the inside bar, and pulling on the outside one, makes the bike turn into a corner. To steer right, you need to gently push forward on the right handlebar. To steer left, push left. This will lean the bike to the right and enable you to negotiate the bend at higher speeds and on tighter bends. More steering input may be required. On a right-hand bend, you can also pull back on the left handlebar to make the bike lean further and quicker. There's long been a big black hole in the information captured by data loggers on motorbikes how much effort actually goes into steering. That is until now, because postgrad student Alex Perzabilla is researching exactly that for his motorcycle engineering masters at the University of Wales. Steering from right to left through the terrain or curves, the force through the bars equates to 169.8 Newton-meters of steering torque, which is the same as pushing up nearly 30 kilograms with one hand and pulling the same with the other. That figure would be even higher on a race bike with slick tires and a faster rider in the saddle.
Picking a line. Choosing a cornering line. The easiest way to demonstrate the importance of the line you take is to find a corner on a safe, quiet stretch of road and try the following. Take a few passes to warm up, and then pay attention to how you are getting around the corner. There will come a point in your approach where you decide to initiate a turn. Notice where that spot is, and next time try turning in before that. It's important that you aren't going very quickly here, because you will rapidly notice that an early turn in throws you wide as you get further around the corner. If you were going quickly, you would drift into the path of oncoming traffic. But as you're pottering, you can just steer a bit more and sort yourself out that way. The trouble is, having seen the corner, there's a natural subconscious tendency to drift towards it, away from the wide position that gives a good view and a safe, sweeping line through the corner, especially after you've devoted a second or two to braking and changing gear. Keep asking yourself this question as soon as you see a bend ahead, and you'll see everyone in plenty of time if you've kept your chin up. Start to prepare for the corner. That means moving the bike over to the left side of the road for a right-hand bend or in the center for a left-hander. Wide position has several benefits, but the main one is the improved view it gives and the confidence this brings. Throttle control and gears on the road. You want to enter a corner with a neutral throttle, having scrubbed off a little more speed in your braking zone. This gives a wider margin for adjustment and is the safer approach. With a proper look at the corner, it's time to adjust your entry speed. Get into position early, then adjust your speed. Braking should be progressive, gently on, build pressure, ease off smoothly. The key is to finish any braking while still traveling in a straight line. You do not want to still be on the brakes when you start to tip the bike into the corner. If you can smoothly manage the speed on the throttle, that's ideal, and that's the point of this stage. Sort the speed and get into the right gear. Go down to an appropriate lower gear for riding through and out of the corner. Once you've scrubbed speed off with the brakes, go down a gear. Again, this is best done with the bike in a straight line, as it will be smoother. Then you'll be free to concentrate on turning into the corner without trying to change gear at the same time. You must never accelerate into a corner, that's just about the most dangerous thing you can do. But you do want a slightly positive throttle. After changing gear, you should be able to open the throttle fractionally, not enough to accelerate but just enough to avoid slowing any further. This keeps the bike stable, transferring weight from the front tire to the rear and increasing the feeling of control. Just be extremely cautious not to overdo it. Remember, never accelerate into a corner. From the midpoint of the corner, you can start to very gently open the throttle to drive to the exit. Opening the throttle will do two things: push the bike out of the corner on a widening line and stand it up for you. If the corner starts to tighten again, rolling off again will drop the bike safely back onto a tightening line. If the corner opens, continuing to accelerate will take the bike out of the turn. The key is that initial twist of the throttle. It must be smooth, it must be steady at first, and it must be at the appropriate time to put you on a good exit line. Cornering on a track. Visiting a track day or riding school is the best way to practice cornering closer to the limits of your motorcycle, and is safer for both you and your driving license than trying it on the road. You need to hang off the bike much more on a circuit than you do on the road. Your inside elbow should be bent and pointing downwards, and your outside arm should be almost straight with your chest near or touching the tank. You will also need to shift your bum over in the saddle to move your center of gravity over and down. There's no need to go mad with this. One cheek should be enough if you've got your upper body positioned correctly. Hanging off the bike through the corner keeps the bike more upright, reducing lean angle and stress on your tires. Body positioning is key. Lots of riders don't hang off the bike enough, leading to far too much bike lean and slides, which can be dangerous. Break your corner entry down